In this episode, I will give you the 3 reasons that you are still missing your narcissistic ex despite how badly he hurt you. Welcome to Heartbreak to Wholeness, the podcast helping you heal from the mindfuck of narcissistic relationships and move towards the secure, peaceful woman you want to become. I am your host, Brie Walta, relationship clarity coach and EFT certified practitioner. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Heartbreak to Wholeness. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself missing your ex despite knowing that he hurt you, manipulated you, even broke you down piece by piece? And when that longing shows up, it feels confusing. It feels shameful. You think, what is wrong with me? How could I ever miss somebody who has treated me so badly? If that's you, I want you to first stop and take a breath. There's nothing wrong with you. Missing somebody who caused you pain is not a sign of a weakness. It does not mean that you're doing something wrong. It's actually a very common and a very human response to narcissistic abuse, which is why I think it's so important to talk about this today. So in this episode, I'm going to teach you 3 reasons that you might still miss your narcissistic ex despite how bad he hurt you. You are going to understand what you are really actually craving by missing him. And you will receive some tangible exercises that will help you shift away from missing him. And remember to stick around to the end of the episode where I will pull an oracle card that will offer you a message that you can use to stay more conscious in your healing this week. Okay, so the 3 reasons that you might still be missing your narcissistic ex. Reason number 1 is that these relationships have an addictive nature to them. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, it feels like a goddamn roller coaster, right? There are ups and there are downs. There are moments of love and affection and where he wants you, he desires you, he comes close, he apologizes, followed by moments of silence and criticism and cruelty and pulling away. And it's a really unpredictable cycle. This wires your brain and your body to seek the dopamine, to seek the thing that's going to make your pain go away. Because when he's close, you feel good. When he pulls away and distances, you feel bad. So we seek the dopamine. We are constantly striving to get back to that place. And we never know when the good moment is going to come. And so it happens intermittently. And intermittent reinforcement, which is what this is super, super, super addictive. I want you to think about gambling here for a second and how addictive gambling is. Gambling also has that intermittent reinforcement. We never know when the prize is coming. We keep putting money into the slot machine with the hope that we're going to get the big money prize, right? The $50,000 at the end of the big goal of this gambling experience. And along the way, it's not like we're losing every time. We have these moments where we get the little wins. And those little wins keep us putting money in, keep us playing, even though we're losing and we're losing and we're losing, then we win a little, and then we lose, and then we lose, and then we win a little. And it's very infrequent that we actually hit the $50,000 prize, but we keep striving towards that because we believe it's possible and because we're getting the little dopamine hits along the way. So if you think about a relationship now, and using this metaphor, the big money prize for us in these relationships is being chosen. It's feeling lovable and it's feeling worthy. When our partner comes back with the I love yous, I messed up, I'm going to change, I want you, I'm so sorry, after the moments of being away or pulling away or abandoning us in some way, we feel that euphoria. We feel that flood of dopamine, the flood of oxytocin from being close again to our partner, and we feel validated. We feel chosen. We literally crave these good connective moments because A, it validates you, and B, it takes away all of your anxiety and your fear and your sadness around what was just happening in the relationship when he was pulling away. Think about this. If he has ignored you for days, and then suddenly you get one sweet text, that text feels like oxygen after you've been suffocating, does it not? If they went from screaming at you to being gentle, that gentle moment feels like safety, even if it was temporary, even if on some primal level, you know that they're not a safe person all of the time. So our nervous system gets really wired to seek the relief from our pain. And we seek that relief from something external. So with addiction, we are using something outside of ourselves to make ourselves feel better. This is true of gambling. This is true of substances. This is true of food. This is true of anything that we use in an unhealthy way that becomes unmanageable in our lives to help us find that feeling of relief. I talk a lot about narcissistic relationships and how it's not actually love that we are experiencing in these relationships. And what's happening is it's not the love that you're missing. You're missing that chemical hit in your body that comes from the push and the pull. You're missing the dopamine and the oxytocin release that will take away your pain temporarily. So if you find yourself missing him, I want you to start by saying these words to yourself. Ready? This is my body responding to a chemical bond caused by manipulation. You are in withdrawal. You're in withdrawal from your drug, and it is really uncomfortable to be in withdrawal. Being in withdrawal doesn't mean that the drug was good for you. It means that you're withdrawing from what the drug gave you. So this is also a reminder that this relationship was not good for you. It's proof that they were not right for you. So while you are working with a therapist or a coach on the deeper impact that this addiction has had on you, in the right now moment, if you're missing him and you're like, I miss everything about him, I loved him so much, we had so many good times, remember that it's a chemical bond created by manipulation. Remember that it's not proof that he is good for you because you had good times. That's just part of the gig. There are little wins throughout this addictive experience. And I want you to redirect your energy instead of calling him or texting him or unblocking his social media. I want you to direct that to a safe person. Do you have a friend? Do you have a family member that you can reach out to and say, I really need a hug. I really need some quality time. I'm really needing some connection. Can we make that happen? Okay, on to reason number 2 that you might still be missing your narcissistic ex is that you are missing who they were. You are missing the illusion. And here's what I mean by that. The beginning of narcissistic relationships start with love bombing. They mirror your values, your dreams, your desires. They make these big, grand promises about who they are and the life that you are going to build together. And you really fall for this illusion that he's creating right in front of your face. So something that was really helpful for me when I was healing from my narcissistic abuse, when I couldn't make sense of what the fuck was happening, how it went from so good to so bad, is I thought about him as an actor. And I want you to think about this too with your ex, that he is an actor in this love story. He put on a mask of your soulmate and he was playing the part of your soulmate in the play of this love story. As the love story progressed, that mask came off. He put on a different mask. And I know when that mask comes off for the first time, it feels devastating because you are not only confused as to what happened, but the longer that you experience them without the mask on, you're grieving what the actual relationship was in the beginning. And you're grieving the person that you thought you knew. Was any of this real? It's a total mindfuck. But I want you to remember that missing him often means that you are missing the actor. You're missing that curated love story, not the reality. He's shown you who he is without the mask of your soulmate on. He was wearing the mask in the beginning. The person who belittled you, the person who blamed you, the person who made everything your fault, the person who couldn't hold space for your needs, the person who made you doubt your sanity, that is the real him. That is the real person underneath the mask. So here's the reframe that I want you to hold on to. It's okay to mourn the dream. It's okay to mourn that illusion that he painted, the perfect future that you guys were going to have. It's okay to feel devastated and confused because you don't know if any of it was actually real, but please don't confuse missing this love story, missing this illusion, missing this promised future with missing the person. They are not the same thing. And that brings me to the third reason you might be missing him. Sometimes missing your ex is really about longing for yourself. Narcissistic abuse chips away at your identity. It makes you doubt your reality. It makes you question your instincts, question your worth. It makes you silence your needs. Slowly and slowly, we become people that we don't even recognize anymore. And by the end of these relationships, we get so far away from the person that we were in the beginning of the relationship and prior to the relationship that when you miss your ex, part of you, I believe, is really missing the woman that you were in the beginning of that relationship. The woman that you were when you felt that spark of being alive, of being desired, of being chosen, that feeling that you had of, I can take on the world, I'm in love, there's so much possibility here, before the criticism and the control and the devaluing and the discarding took over. And I know right now that part of you feels far away, the part of you that felt really alive and really in love and really chosen, but she is not gone. She is still there, and she is waiting for you to turn your attention back to her. We spend so much energy and time and thought process on the other person, on our ex. During the relationship, we're trying to figure them out, trying to figure out how to fix it, trying to figure out how we need to show up in order to make them happy. And after the relationship, we're trying to figure out what the hell happened, who they were, are they actually a narcissist, right? We're spending so much energy outwardly on them that we forget that part of the healing is actually turning that energy back inward on ourselves, understanding the parts of us that were severely hurt by this person and healing those parts. So an action that I want you to take as a radical act of self-care, self-respect, self-love is through a simple journaling prompt. What are the parts of me that I want to reconnect with now that this relationship is over? And after you have the answer to that question, I want you to take one small step that can help you rebuild that connection with yourself. Maybe it's keeping one small promise to yourself, like emptying the dishwasher when it is full. Maybe it is saying no without apology. Maybe it is doing something just for the hell of it because it actually brings you joy. The more you can reconnect with yourself, understand what you need and how to give that to yourself, the less longing that you're going to have for them, and the more that you're going to see the ways in which they never met these needs for you authentically in the first place. You turning yourself back into you helps you put down your own roots into yourself, which will give you that stability and that security to start loving on yourself and start missing him less. And here we are at the end of the 3 reasons. So a quick recap. Number 1 reason that you might still be missing him: these relationships are addictive in nature. Number 2 reason is that he painted this beautiful illusion of what your future was going to be, the person that he was, and you're missing that illusion. You're missing that actor in the love story of your life. Number 3 reason is that you're actually missing who you were in that beginning of the relationship. You're missing your aliveness. So I hope that through this episode, you are able to remove some of the shame that you're feeling around missing them, because I know the feeling of missing somebody who's really hurt you. I remember having that vivid cognitive thought of like, I am filling out a restraining order for my ex, and an hour later, I'm on the floor crying because I miss him. Like, what? Talk about a mind fuck. It is so confusing. These relationships, untangling the grief, untangling the experience is so confusing. It's not impossible, but it is confusing. And so I see you in that mindfuck. It does not mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you will never heal. It just means that you are human and you are going through something that is really, really hard to understand. So I'm going to give you one final thing to do in this episode. The next time that longing shows up, I want you to meet that longing with this thought. This isn't proof that I need them back. This is proof that I need more of me. And with that, I'm going to pull an oracle card to see what the message is that wants to come out for you this week. And as I sit with what is that message, what is the intention, the card that came out is down slap. So I'm going to find down slap in the book and I will read to you what it has to say. The universe is sending you a cosmic down slap to tell you to cut it out. This is a firm and loving message letting you know it's time for you to stop doing the things that hurt your body, your heart, your soul, and anything that interferes with your higher purpose. Down slap may feel like an unwanted change, loss, or loss of control. And guess what? This is a blessing. Not in disguise, but a straight up message to change your ways. The universe whispered and you didn't listen. So now Downslap is here to put you on notice that it's time to radically love yourself and cut the other shit out. You heard it. Time to radically love yourself. Time to radically love yourself. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. And if you have been missing your ex to the point where you've actually gone back to that relationship, I want you to go to episode 92. It's called Why You Keep Going Back, even when the narcissistic relationship feels like an addiction that is killing you. That will provide more information around the addictive nature of these relationships and help you feel less alone in that experience. I just encourage you to be so gentle with yourself. You are doing the work. Even when it feels like you aren't doing the work, trust that you are making progress. Trust that you have supports where you need them. And remember that you are not alone. I will see you in the next episode.